You guys know that I love a shimmer. Everyone, welcome back. Hi babes, I hope you're well and thank you so much for joining me for Makeover Mondays today. If you're new here, I have no idea how you found me, but thank you so much for watching and I really hope you enjoy this video. It's going to be a chit chat makeover, kind of get ready with me video. I'm going to be doing my makeup, my hair, and because honey, I need it, look at me. Okay, so make sure that you're moisturised, you know, your skin is nice and prepped and it's all good, so your foundation and your makeup will stay on all day. I'm going in with the Ordinary foundation, the Serum Foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. It's literally been my favourite for so long. And I've got it in light, medium, neutral, the 2.0N colour shade, you know. Pop some on your face. I make like two kind of puddles on each side of my face. Put some on the forehead. Then I'm taking my Zoeva 104 buffer brush. I love this foundation. It gives you such a nice flawless look. So I'm just going to buffer that into my skin. What I wanted to chat today, honeys, about was my anxiety. I don't talk to people about it. I talk to my friends, obviously, but I was thinking, do I chat about it today? Like, do I open up about it? Because I feel like I get so many messages on, like, regarding my YouTube channel of people being like, oh my god, like, you're so happy and jolly, and I just feel like sometimes, especially on social media, like, no matter how someone comes across online, you never really know how they are feeling, like, deep down. It's quite sad, really, and I feel like, obviously, the more we talk about it, it's really good, and I don't know why I feel like I'm not embarrassed to talk about it in this video, but I don't know, I just get worried in case anyone thinks, I don't know, you're like attention seeking or anything like that, or oh, you haven't got that, or you haven't got that. But yeah, I don't know, but I feel like it will make me feel a bit better talking to you guys about it, because oh guys, okay, I'm chatting away. I'm going in with the All Nighter Waterproof Longwear Liquid Foundation from Urban Decay. I love this foundation. It has so many different like reviews about it, like oh it's shit or it's good, but I absolutely love it, and I've got shade 5, and what I do is I actually put some on my finger, and I like to have a nice tan forehead, so I kind of contour with it, so I put some under my cheeks and then I put some on my forehead, and yeah, it gives you just a little bit more coverage because that was a serum foundation, so it's not like hella coverage. I then take the BH Cosmetics number 2 brush, and I feel like this is another buffer brush, but I do it just to blend it all in. I feel like, yeah, and I guess that's the problem these days. People are too scared to talk about it in case what other people think. And it's quite sad that it's got to a stage like that. Like, it's you, it doesn't matter what other people think, you know? But, you know, no matter how many times you say that, obviously the person is still going to be like, oh, you know, like they will think like you are worried what people think of you. If people say, oh, I don't care what people think of me, that is absolutely amazing. Like, that someone like just really doesn't care and you just do your own thing. But I feel like I'm someone who's like, oh, I don't care what other people think. But I feel like I am definitely someone who is like a hypocrite sometimes, because I give advice but then never take it myself, or I say, oh yeah, that person, I don't care what people think of me, but then I secretly do, and I really dip, like my mood really dips. I kind of keep it all inside. You know, the only people I talk about kind of things really about is kind of, I guess, my mum and my friends, of course, my closest friends. But yeah, so I feel like I'm definitely someone like that, where if I pretend I don't care about something, I 100% do. Going in with concealer, I'm going in with the Collection Last Imperfection concealer. I have tried so many concealers and I've always gone back to this one. I just love it, and I've got in shade Fair. But yeah, so obviously I'm very much aware of you know, starting YouTube and doing YouTube, and I was doing Instagram beforehand, so I was very much aware of the trolls and what people can say, like really nasty people, but do you know what, nothing prepared me for like YouTube though. I feel like, yeah, people can write nasty things, but I was literally shocked at what people, rudeness as well, what people write under videos. You watch videos of people being like, oh yeah, people like, you know, like hate comments and things like that, but gosh, I honestly I feel like so naive. I honestly had absolutely no idea how nasty and rude people could be. Honestly, I was shocked. So there's no wonder, and then pressure as well, there's no wonder that like, so a helicopter outside, but yeah, no wonder people feel like so pressured, and yeah, just like look a certain way, act a certain way, because people, I feel like there's literally people, sad people who have nothing better to do with their lives than sit on social media and just attack people for no reason. I feel like there's always, no matter what you do, there's always going to be someone that will be against you. Hello, helicopter. But yeah, my mum reminds me like it's so important to do what you want to do, Annie, because no matter what in life, like if you are doing something incredible, like you're in cancer or just doing an amazing thing, there's always going to be someone against you, no matter what. And it's quite sad, really. So I feel like that's why so many of us are literally like so scared what we post on social media, what we say, because I feel like there's always picky people who will just pick at it, and you know, like just, and it will get to you. But yeah, I feel like with self-confidence, I'm a big kind of self-love believer, worth, self-care. I really believe in that because I think mental, you know, your mental state is just so important. And it's amazing how so many people are talking about it now. I see so many videos online. Okay, so I'm setting the powder under my eye with this incredible £2, may I just say, Revolution pressed powder in transparent shade. It looks like that. I absolutely love it. I mix it with the Laura Mercier, but I'm just going to pop it under my eye first. Having this conversation with my friends the other day, like how pressured like people feel when they post things. Like, let's go onto Instagram, right? So on my Instagram, I post a whole bunch of different things, I like to think. What I want to talk about is the fact that if I post, sorry, I've got laughter lines, gotta put the powder on my laughter lines. If I post an image of me, I don't know, in like a bikini or something, so I'm like half naked, I literally get like 1,000 likes or something. I then post a photo of my new boots. It gets like 200 likes, and I think obviously we are living in kind of like a generation where social media numbers, likes, is just all we fixate on. Like, and it is sad, but I think social media is a wonderful thing as well, you know. So obviously everything has its pros and cons. But yeah, and I was saying this to my friend the other day, and I was just thinking that's so true, because then there's young girls who, if they get new boots and they want to post their new boots, but they only get 200 likes, but I posted a photo in my bikini and got 1,000, I've got to do more of that, you know. And so they kind of go past what they actually enjoy posting, because people are so yeah, they like naked photos, they like nudity, you know, they're all into that. So it's very difficult to get a healthy balance, I feel, and it is quite sad. I do get quite anxious and pressured with what I have to post online, I guess, because you want to be seen. If this is your job, like this is my job, social media, YouTube, this is my job. So I feel like I need to, you know, get a big following, get a good following, because this is what I want to do, this is what I love doing, and it's quite sad where I'm like, how do I get to a larger following? Do I have to post bikini photos all the time, you know? So it is quite sad when you think about it. And also, I watched an amazing video by Prince, who does like all these environmental videos, like on relationships and things like that. He's amazing. I think it's Prince something. I'll link him below. But yeah, he did one on social influencing. Quickly, let's thingy my face, otherwise it's going to start creasing. And it was really interesting to watch, because he went proper deep into it and was like, you call yourself a social media influencer, but what do you influence? What are you influencing on other people? And it really got me thinking as well. So I think it's very important to post what you want to do. Don't let society pressure you into posting stuff just to get likes. Yeah, like I said, it's very, very difficult to get a good balance, and also unrealistic expectations as well. I've seen a lot of these videos of people face tuning their bodies, and I could name so many people because I've really looked into it, but I don't want to name people, I don't like that. But yeah, there's a lot of people out there who, do you know what? I am not against Facetune. I have Facetune, you know, I have it to help with backgrounds, but I think when it's used so much where you literally change your body shape so much, of course, like, I'm against it, because it's sad to see that so many people, especially with a large following of young people particularly, yeah, they see like your body and they're like, oh my god, I want to look like that. You know, so I feel like it's really important to, if you're an influencer, what do you influence in other people? You know, I like to think I influence fashion, like beauty. I do a lot of animal rights things as well. So yeah, I'm kind of you know, I've got all these different things that I want to do, and I'm kind of finding out what I enjoy doing, what my, you know, audience like to see as well. Bronzer, so this bronzer is from Revolution as well. It's called the Bronzed Powder Chocolate Desire. Oh my gosh, literally smells like cocoa powder, love it. Yeah, so I do feel like social media is a difficult thing to talk about, you know, because you want to please everyone, but I think in life you're not going to please everyone. I just want people to do what they want to do, you know. If you do you, if you enjoy doing it, it's so easy to say forget the haters, like forget what people think and say about you, but it is difficult. Some blusher because it's spring and kind of summer vibes, with the Revolution blush palette, and I absolutely love the shade here. It's so cute. Pop that on my cheeks. Okay, so let's go into my eyes now. So will I do my brows first? Let's do my brows first. I think it'll look funny if I've got like full eye and then my brows. Let's do brows. I've said it before, but yeah, I do feel really anxious of what I post, what other people think of me. And then of course, if you get like, let's say, less likes on a photo than another photo, you then think, oh my god, what's wrong with the photo? Oh my god, what's wrong with me? It's actually so crazy, and I do completely wound myself up about it. I'm such like an overthinker as well, which isn't good, but I feel like most people are. You know, you do overthink things, and especially like when I'm on my period, which I'm now. Obviously I got it like for May Day, obviously, of course I did. I feel like I really dwell on things, I really overthink things. So let's say I went down to London to an event, and like 2 weeks ago, and since I've gone on my period, like my mind literally goes in overdrive, and I literally just like overthink everything, like, oh my god, what did I do, or what did I say to this person, or when I was like spending time with someone, I like overthink what I did, and oh my god, I'm a weirdo, and I really like overthink like my actions, and it drives me crazy. But overall, I'm really trying like not to just overthink everything. Like if I like a photo, I'm gonna post it, and if it gets like 100 few likes than another photo, it doesn't mean that it's not good enough. It probably just means that someone, you know, prefers your other content. And I think yes, that's how I'm trying to look at it, instead of driving myself crazy like, oh my god, it's not good enough. Because I think my parents know me obviously more than anyone, and I'm always going on about feeling not good enough. I feel like I'm not good enough for this. Or if I want to start a new hobby and I say to my parents, oh, I really want to start this, and then I see other people online who are better, and I'm so bad for saying, oh, what's the point, because there's other people better than me. It's so ridiculous. So yeah, I really am on this kind of self-love journey, I guess you can call it, and I'm really trying, because obviously, like I said, this is my full-time job now, social media, so you know, you are surrounded by it everywhere you go. So yeah, I think I'm trying to stop putting so much pressure on myself to perform and look a certain way, and yeah, just try and be more happy within myself. I feel like as well, the other thing that has kind of gone against me is my anxiety has gotten so bad lately. The way that like because this is, like I said, my job, I feel like I'm not going out more. Like I'm hardly going out, and I feel like that can really affect me. Like let's say I live in the sticks, I live in the countryside, so I can't just go out and have a simple coffee with my friends, like, oh, I'll meet you for coffee for 10 minutes. I don't live in the city, I live way away from it. Like I have to get a bus that gets like over an hour to get into Aberdeen, which is the nearest city. And yeah, so I'm like going out less. And because when I went full-time with social media, like YouTube and Instagram in the new year, I mean, today is the first time I've gone out drinking with my friends since Halloween. Like, and I'm getting really anxious about it. Like, why am I anxious about going out to see my friends? And why am I anxious about getting a bus? You know, like, why am I anxious about, I don't know, I'm just anxious about all these different things. Like, and like, I honestly circle all these things that could happen in my mind and drive myself mad. Like, what happens if someone stands on my toe and I bleed to death? I don't know, I literally think of so many different crazy things, and I drive myself mad. I feel like that's what's stopping me from going out as well, because I'm, I guess, comfortable at home. Yeah, like I really, of course, miss my friends so much. It's kind of, it just like, and of course, like, I guess male company as well. Like if you're single, you do miss kind of flirting and having fun. I'm starting to post more on my Instagram, like how I feel, and asking you guys questions, because I feel like, you know, communication is key. You know, you guys are my friends, and I want to chat chat to you more. And I feel like, yeah, and I'm starting to like open up a little bit more. But yeah, I guess I'm even sweating now. I'm legit so hot right now, just even talking about it. Just because I feel like I don't want people to think I'm being over dramatic, or yeah, I guess it's a little bit embarrassing talking about it. Again, that's the problem. People feel embarrassed because I'm worried what people think of me, but hopefully, you know, you're my friends and you'll support me no matter what, because, you know, I support my friends, you know, no matter how they're feeling. I think it's so important just to ask your friends, like, how are you? Like, is there anything bothering you? Are you okay? Questions like that is so important to ask your friends and just support them no matter what, because we all have different thoughts, we all have different, you know, opinions on how we feel about ourselves. I read all of your comments and I get such wonderful comments under my videos. Comments like, oh my gosh, you've got such a nice body, or oh my god, body goals, and I read all of that. And it's so nice of you, like on all the kind of bikini videos, and that is so nice of you to comment that. And you guys probably think, and I also read comments like, oh my god, like she's so confident and things like that. And it's just amazing like how you can come across on social media, but when really I watch my videos and I cringe. I think I'm absolute bonk. I am weirdo. Like I am a weirdo. I do class myself as weird. You know, I say things that not many people would, just because I'm very open. I'm so open-minded. It's a little bit too open maybe. And I say what's on my mind. I say what I'm thinking. Well, not on my mind, because obviously you don't want to hurt anyone. But like you do say like, I don't know, like, oh, I need to go for the toilet, or I don't know. I just say weird things, and well, that's not weird, but you know what I mean. But yeah, do you know what? Even yesterday, I got a message from a girl who watches my videos, and she asked, oh my god, like you have such amazing like boobs, and I really want to get my boobs done. Yours are amazing. Yours are perfect. And do you know what's funny? I literally, if I could change anything about myself, and this overrides the height, and that's a massive thing for me. I hate being so small, but I'm learning to love it. And yeah, it would be my boobs, it would be my bust. I have always struggled with having one smaller than the other, and I literally look at myself and think I hate it. Like my right one is so much smaller than my left one, and I look in the mirror and I used to look in the mirror and think I absolutely hate it. Do you know what changed my whole kind of outlook on confidence, like within yourself, and how you look, and how to love yourself, and love the, I guess people say imperfections, but really, you know, that's what makes you you. Like the little things that are unique that not everyone else has, they're not imperfections, they're you. That's what makes you you. And I think what changed that was actually working. Before I went full-time here with YouTube, I worked at Boo Avenue, and I worked as a bra fitter. So I was bra fitting literally so many women, so many boobs, and and do you know what changed me? There was just seeing like different body shapes, different body types, because you are like, you only see yours, and that's all you see in the mirror, and you completely fixate on all the things that you don't like, and you completely ignore the things that you do love. And so yeah, I was really fixated on the fact that I had one bigger than the other, and people tell you all the time, oh my god, that's normal, chill, there's nothing to worry about, but you can't help, no matter how many people tell you like chill, don't worry about it. Obviously, over time, I was measuring all of these women. I just saw so many different bust shapes, so many different like bust sizes, and there were so many women that came in that had one bigger than the other. Didn't like stress them out at all. Like they did not care. And you know what? There was this girl, I even remember her. She was stunning. She like came and she was so tall and lovely, like pale skin and like blonde hair. She was so pretty. I think she had like hardly any makeup on. She was just like, you know, when you look at someone, you're like, oh my god, model. She was so pretty, and yeah, she just like came in and she just took her bra off. And in the whole bra measuring service, you leave your bra on, so we measured like the bra and go through like that. But she just like took everything off. Did not face it at all. And obviously, like, you know, I didn't care. I just said, you know, like, oh, you're able to pop your bra back on so I can like measure it. But yeah, I was just like amazed by like how confident she was, and she had exactly the same as me. Like she had one smaller than the other, and I would never have the confidence to do that ever. I would never have the confidence to do that. And I was just like amazed at how confident she was, and I really learned something that day, because I don't know if this sounds really deep, but her confidence was like more attractive. Do you know what I mean? Her confidence was attractive, and I think that is what's so important in life, to like be obviously not too, you know, overconfident so it's cocky, but I think being confident within yourself, it can get you just anywhere. You can do anything. If you're confident within yourself, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, and it really taught me something. And so I've been really trying to like be more confident in kind of my shape and things. And yeah, it does make such a difference because you do start to love the parts that you never thought you would. Guys, I'm so scared this is going to be a really long video, and I'm struggling like multitasking, like talking and doing makeup at the same time. Like, this is hard. So with my eyes, I'm going in with the Tarte's Pro. I'm also worried about time as well. So I'm going to go in with Innocent. I want to have I don't want like a big dramatic eye. I want quite a nice nude, subtle eye, like a nice big liner, and then yeah, just keep it quite like tanned, have like a bronze kind of look. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. I just want to chat about like anxiety and talk about how I feel and how I am worried I come across. I'm not worried I come across too confident, but yeah, it just goes to show that if I'm bubbly and happy on camera, like, it doesn't mean I'm like that all the time. I mean, I have been through some real down moments, like, oh my gosh, like meeting guys, like how, like I'm not very good in the dating game. I feel like every guy that I've dated, except one, my ex-boyfriend Gary, we are the best of friends. But yeah, I feel like every guy, it's always ended up with me wondering, what did I do wrong? Like, what did I do wrong? Because, and then no matter how many times people tell you they're the problem, like, it's their fault, you do wonder, because you think, oh, if I'm so like amazing, they wouldn't have left, like I definitely did something wrong. And I kind of get into that whole mindset of like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? And then I go crazy, then I dip and I get really down, like I get really down. I mean, after I split up with someone like who I spoke about a few videos ago. I see his name, but he knows who he is. I had heartbreak quite recently, and it was my very first kind of heartbreak, and I was really down. Like, I would not stop crying all the time. The pain, like just this certain pain you could feel. I was going to do a video on it, and then again I was like, do people actually care? But again, like, I want to talk to you guys more. I want to do kind of like story times. I'm thinking about doing like Let's Talk Tuesdays. Do you like that? I thought of that on the bus the other day, and I thought, that's got a ring to it. I quite like that. Let's Talk Tuesdays. I think it's very important to talk. Very important to talk, and I put all of this on my Instagram. Very important to talk to people. Like I said, I'm a very strong believer in self-love, self-worth, self-care. But then I don't talk to you guys. Like, I don't. So I want to change that. I'm going in with this Glam shade. It is unreal. It is so nice. I'm just going to pop that on the highlight of my eye, just with my finger. No need for a brush. But yeah, and it gives you a really nice, ooh, pretty. Back to the whole, I'm scared what people think. You guys follow me for a reason, because hopefully you like me. And so I'm hoping that we can support each other. And you know what? I'm always here. I'm always on my social media. Instagram is probably the one that I'm on the most. So if you ever want to talk to me about something, you guys, I'm so open. Give me a message, just chat to me. It's in the tattoo lineup by Kat Von D. Absolutely love it. It's so easy. I used to before use like eyeshadow, wet the eyeshadow with my spit, because I'm that disgusting. And then I used to use a brush, and it was, oh, it's so messy. But yeah, this is amazing. I love this. Really anxious when I plan something, and then last minute I just kind of want to bail. I am like that. I just get so anxious, and do you know what? It gets to a point where I'm like, what is making me anxious? Why do I feel like my anxiety is literally drowning me? Why is it? Like, it gets to a point where I'm literally questioning myself, like, what is wrong with me? But it's like so normal for people to feel anxious about things, and do you know what is making people feel like okay about it and normal about it is because we're talking about it, you know? If you talk about it, people will relate and will understand, like, oh my god, that girl who's on social media, or she does this amazing job. They still feel what you're feeling, you know? It's so important to yeah, just relate to people. Another thing that I'm gonna do a separate video on this, but a thing that gets me really anxious and is a massive reason for my anxiety is I feel like I'm socially a bit odd. But yeah, I've got phobia, which is a phobia of vomiting, like sick, and because I haven't got like my driving test yet, I'm doing lessons at the moment, but because I haven't got it yet, I have to use public like transport and buses, and honestly I get so anxious about it and so nervous. So whenever I have to plan something, obviously I have to get a bus to go somewhere because I live in the middle of nowhere. So I feel like that's another part of it as well. But I'm going to do a whole video on that because yeah, I just want to do like a video on phobias And my phobia, you know, because it has affected my life so much in so many different ways. But yeah, I feel like that's a massive part of my anxiety as well. And especially going out with friends, having a sick phobia. Obviously you're going out to drink and I'm so scared of people around me, like in case they're ill. Honestly, just feel like I'm in a bubble of worry all the time. And yeah, I feel like you guys probably don't think I'm like that because of the way I come across in my videos. I'm like, hey guys, how's it going? I'm like buzzing. But you know, I think even the most positive people in life have down days, and I think it's so important to stress that as well. It's important, like it's normal. That's normal to have a bad. I feel like it's not normal to not have a bad day. Like everyone, no matter how positive they come across, everyone has down days, and I think it's so important to stress that. So the mascara I'm using is the Kiko Ultra Tech mascara. It is absolutely bloody fantastic. It gives your lashes such a nice look. My bottom lashes, I do a few coats on my top, but in between coats I do bottom lashes. But yeah, there's this guy I know who I'm really close friends with, and he's in the public eye, but obviously I won't say his name. And he, I spoke to him recently about just like mental health, how he is, and he asked how I was, because he's very much aware of how down I get and how much I beat myself up about things. And he opened up to me and said, you know, I got really upset a few months ago, and he was just like telling me that he feels like he can't have a bad day because he's so busy, and he comes across as obviously really positive like online, and he helps so many people with different things, and I was like, oh my god, it's fine to have a bad day. Like, just because you're a positive, you feel like a positive person, doesn't mean that you can't have a bad day. So yeah, I feel like, again, it's important to talk about that as well. No matter who you are or who this person is, who you follow, they will have bad days. But that's not a bad thing. That's the thing. I think so many people think, oh my god, it's so bad that I'm having this, or it's so bad that... No, it's not. Like, it's not bad at all. I mean, it's so normal to have a down day. What is important is to not forget your worth and to really remind yourself that, you know, I'm having a bad day, who cares? You know, I'm having a bad day, tomorrow's a new day, you know? So I think that's another important thing to stress as well. I have bad days, literally have bad days all the time, where to a point I'm like... The other thing I want to say, also I'm going in with this liner, it's absolutely amazing. Kiko Everlasting Colour, and I got it in 402. Love it, it's a really nice brown nude. I just tried talking when doing my lip liner and it's just not happening. I then go in with one of my fave lip liquids, and it is by Morphe, and it is the shade Brunch. It's a really nice kind of orangey nude colour. Absolutely love the colour, it goes really nicely with a nice kind of brown nude liner. You also need like literally none. It is so thick, it's gonna last me absolutely ages. Like as soon as I put my lips on, I'm like ready to go. Go in with the tip of the eyebrow brush, and I put it in my eyebrow pomade, and yeah, that's all I do, and I just kind of dab on the freckles. I love the look of freckles, especially this time of year. I think it gives a really nice kind of spring summery vibe. Oh my god, I love the lighting right now. I bet the lighting has not been like that throughout the video. But yeah, I think overall it's very important to have someone to talk to about anything. That is so important. That's why friends and family are so important. Because no matter how strong you are, everyone needs someone to talk to. And so yeah, that's why I'm so grateful for like my mum. She knows when I'm dipping, she knows when my mood is affected, which is really nice to have like a relationship with that, like with my mum like that. I feel so grateful to have her. And yeah, and then my friends as well are really positive friends as well, absolutely amazing. So yeah, but what I think is the other important thing is that when you're having like this, you know, these bad days, it's very good to know what works for you, and it's very important to know how like to help yourself. For example, when I'm having a down day, like I particularly don't like Sundays. I know it sounds silly. I don't like Sundays. I'm such a work shopaholic. Yes, I am, but workaholic, where I love to work. I'd love to keep busy. I think that's a really good thing for my mind. If I feel like what affects me is that I feel like when I get to bed at night and I haven't achieved anything that day, that really gets to me. I literally don't know how to relax. It's so crazy. I need to sometimes just take a step back and chill, because I just put myself into overdrive. But yeah, I love to work, so I hate Sundays because no one's doing anything, no one's working. I love Mondays, it's so weird. But yeah, I love Mondays because, you know, I get emails and I'm working and I can do things. So what happens is that if I have like a down Sunday, sometimes if I'm out on the Saturday, you know, I love to chill Sunday. It's just really weird, like my mood really changes. And let's say if I'm having a down day, what helps me is that I write down everything that's on my mind. I have a notebook and I write down everything that's like bothering me, that's, yeah, just that I cannot stop overthinking about, and I write it all down. It's so good to do that. I then think about ways that I can help myself, like how can I stop thinking about that, or like what can, you know, change my mind and think about something else, what can distract me. And what I also write down is I write down ideas of like things I want to do. So like this coming week I want to do this, and when am I going to do this? I think having like a diary or a plan is really good as well, because sometimes I get to the end of the day and then I was meant to do something and I forget and I get really frustrated about it, like, oh my god, I was meant to do this, I was meant to do that, and I get really angry that, oh my god, I didn't do it. So if I write it all down, I know what I need to do, and then I focus on it and my whole mind goes on that, so I then don't wander off and overthink things and get into like, you know, I just wound myself up about it. So that's really important. The other thing is just listening to your favourite music. I think I love lying on my bed, writing down everything that I want to do, or what's on my mind, listening to my favourite music. I think it's really, really good as well. And then even things like, just like, I don't know, watching a movie with like your pet or something, you know, I think it's really important to kind of, yeah, I say that, like I'm so busy and I like doing this and this and this and that, but I think it is really important. I love just sometimes sitting down and just, you know, cuddling Bob, cuddling my buns, and just like watching my favourite show or something, you know, just having me time. Girls and boys, have some me time, for goodness sake. I feel like we all think about other people, and I am, for one, I literally with my heart on my sleeve, I take things very quite personally, and yeah, I feel like I just overthink so many things because I'm such a personal, emotional person. Focus so much on how other people like feel that I forget about my own thoughts and feelings and things like that, because I treat other people how I like to be treated. So I just like focus so much on other people's feelings, forgetting mine, and or kind of putting theirs first, which is such a good thing to do. You know, it's good to put other people's feelings first, of course, you know, because I think everyone should treat other people how they like to be treated, but it's not good to forget about yourself. So that's just my hair. I'm really worried about the time. Okay, so I just changed into my top. So what I'm wearing is I'm wearing a really cute kind of like crop top with matching trousers. So, you know, vibes. So what I'm going to do is, also I was like, do I have my fringe... Do I have my fringe down today or up? I don't know. I feel like when you go out with your friends, you know you're going to be out all day. And like I said, I've got my period, and oh my god, my hair drives me mad when I'm on my period. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like clips in. I think having like clips in like that and having my hair kind of down really thick and curly, I think will look cute. I love these clips. They are so cute. They're from Nasty Gal. I spoke about them in my fashion video. Yeah, something like that, and then it's at my face, but then my hair is still down. Genius! So there we go. And I was like, do I even bother putting extensions in? Because, you know, if you're out all day, the weight of extensions can be really uncomfortable. But I do, because I love having like big, thick hair. So what I'm going to do is, I've got my curlers on. I feel like my hair doesn't need that much curling, because I put it in like a little bun, just to kind of like give a natural whirl. But I feel like it's quite windy today, and it's meant to rain apparently, so I feel like it's going to like take out the curl. So I'm going to pop my extensions in. Now, a trick for extensions, I see so many people, and I made this problem years ago. So basically, when you like put clip-ins in, so many people tease like their hair, and oh my gosh, the worst thing to do for your hair is teasing. It will go so thin, it doesn't grow back like thickness of it. It's so bad for your hair. So the last thing I want to do is tease. So what I do is I actually hairspray instead of teasing. So I hairspray the bits of the hair instead of teasing it, because hairspray it goes like hard obviously, and then it will keep the extensions in. So I'm going to pop them in because the hairspray dries into the clips, so you do get like, but it's honestly so much better than teasing. So if you tease your hair, stop, because it's bad for the hair. I get these extensions from eBay. Amazing. I've literally had these like years. and they have, I've cut them, I've straightened them, I've curled them, they have lasted. I think it's called like Weighted Dragon or something. I'll try and find them and link them below. But they're like 50 quid. There's so many like extension places out there who are just so expensive, when eBay is the way to go. Of course, whenever you're brushing your extensions, I always hold on to them, because otherwise if you brush them, they might like fly out, and honey, it won't be a good look. I actually curled my extensions, oh my god, I got hair. Actually curled my extensions yesterday, just so like to help with prep, so I wasn't taking too long. So yeah, I don't feel like I need a lot of curling. I'll just, oh my god, I just hit the light. Quite wavy my hair, but I want it like curlier so it lasts longer. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm like, I don't know, chatting too much and how I come across. I guess I'm like scared to open up about certain things, just in case, you know, because again, I'm worried what other people think of it, but it's just sad because I'm here sitting here talking to you guys, like open up about things, it's so important, and then 10 minutes later I'm like, oh, I was nervous about opening up. Honestly, I am my own worst enemy, hands down, for sure. I am my own worst enemy. Oh, cute, for like a few inks. I don't want my hair to be like too curly, but I want it curly. You know, when you just cut, you know when you know. I'm not even kidding, these colours are like Mark Hill ones that I got again with that hairdryer in like my bangs video. I got this years ago and they have lasted. Absolutely amazing, money well spent. Yeah, I got them like when I was probably in my like first year academy or something, and I've been to university, so they're a good like 10 years old. Well, I actually think that's enough. You know when, yeah, that's enough. Let's do the other side. I'm pretty anxious today just because I know May Day and Aberdeen is crazy on May Day. Like there's so many people that go out. And obviously a lot of people, I freak out. And this is going to sound so weird, but I mean, it won't sound weird at all. Why do I'm like this? Like, whenever I want to say something, I'm like, oh my god, this is going to sound totally weird. But it doesn't. It's normal to think things like this. But I think if like, I don't know, I feel like everyone's on social media these days. And so I'm like really worried, like, I don't know, I think girls are really worried in case they're like a catfish or something. And I always worry about things like that. I think that's why I don't go on dates that much either, because I'm scared that how I come across online and like on my Instagram, that they'll be like, oh my god, she's such a catfish. And I don't know why I think that. And I don't know why I wind myself up about things like this. So when there's like lots of people, especially people locally who like follow you like worry how you look, and I literally drive myself, it's so crazy. I'm always looking in the mirror like, oh my god, is there anything on my face? And I used to think I had like a problem with anxiety until I went like to the doctors and spoke about how it affected my everyday life, like how I ate, like my diet and things, and yeah, like where it affects your mood so much. Totally, I think it's just, at the end of the day, go and talk to someone, even to like to your doctor. I'm very close to my doctor, so that really like, obviously that's amazing, like that I'm able to have that relationship with him where I can talk to him about anything. So I'm really grateful for that. But I think, yeah, just have someone to talk to, it's so important, because you might have anxiety and you don't know it. And I think it's so important to open up and just have a look and, you know, relate to other people, see what other people are like as well, because you will relate. There is someone out there who is feeling the same as you. Another important thing to say. I got sent these earrings. They are from, I think, Miss Selfridge or Misguided. I think Miss Selfridge. But they are so cute. Oh, I love them because they're like leopard print and they go with the clip, you know? Okay, babe, so the last thing I want to do is add some glitter. So this is the Fine Glitter Dust by Barry M, and I've got the shade 15. Yeah, I'm going to pop a brush in. I'm just going to like pop on my collarbone. You guys know that I love a shimmer. This is literally so glittery, so what I do is I actually just like go into the lid. Yay! Fun! This is fun. So just to like finish off this whole chit chat, at the end of the day, if you follow people on social media, I think it is so important to think that person has bad days. Like, just because they are happy doesn't mean that they are happy all the time, and that's okay. You know, I just think it's so important to be kind on social media. There's no need for all these trolls, no need for all these comments, like nasty comments. There's just no need for it. I am so shocked, and I don't know why I'm so shocked, you know, because it's normal. And how sad is that? Like, it's normal, trolls are normal. It's sad, because no matter, like I said, no matter what you do, there's always going to be someone who's against you. That's why you must always do what you want to do. It's so important. You're living your life for you, not for other people. I think what everyone asks is just be kind, because you never know how that person is feeling. You absolutely have no idea. If you do not know that person, I just think, yeah, you never know how that person's feeling, and it is so important to be kind. It costs nothing to be kind at the end of the day. So, and I always think to myself, would I want someone to do that to me? No. That's why I treat other people how I like to be treated. Do you want someone being nasty to you? No, of course not. So why do people feel like, you know, it's fine to do things like that and comment on people's stuff nastily, you know? Look, I've been bullied, and I was going to do a video on this as well, but I just don't know. I dropped it. I just don't know, because I don't know how people would think about it. But I got bullied like in academy. I absolutely hated school so much, because I got bullied like all the time. Oh my god, it was so bad. Like when I was trying to get the police involved and getting all teachers involved, I was so depressed. Like I was literally so depressed. And it's like, these people who are bullying me don't know me at all. You don't know me. And do you know what's sad about it? We could be friends. Everyone could be friends. Everyone can get on. So I think, yeah, I just think, moral of the story, you never know how people are feeling. You all probably think that I'm so positive and happy and like, hey guys, how's it going? And I am. I'm not saying I'm a sad person at all. All I'm saying is that even the most positive people have bad days. So yeah, but I really wanted to have this chit chat, get ready with me, about the time, video, just to like, yeah, just to get to know you guys more. And I just want you guys to feel like you know, I'm an influencer. What am I influencing, you know? I just find it really important to, yeah, just chat to you guys. You are all my friends, you are all my babes. I think that's really important to get across as well, like communication. So yeah, hopefully I get this video up and I don't like bail last minute because I'm scared of what everyone will think. But yeah, I think it is, at the end of the day, like I said, very important to be open. And yeah, I just want you guys to know that I have bad days, because my friends say, oh my god, you're so like happy on YouTube, and you know, just like not tone it down, but just like, I think it's important to be relatable, for sure, because I don't want any of my followers or subscribers to feel like that they can't relate. God, she looks like she doesn't have bad days. We all have bad days, boys and girls, we all do. So I'm probably going to have a bad day tomorrow because I'm going out today. So yes, I think it was really fun though doing this. And do you know what a difference. I am a catfish, aren't I? From like the beginning of this video to now. Bloody hell I am. But that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I buy makeup. I don't buy makeup so I look like the same person, you know? I want to change it up a bit. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, I don't know how you came across me. If you are new here, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, subscribe, join the Annefam. Annefam is the best fam on YouTube. I'm always going to say that, I know always will. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Let me know what you think below in the comments, and yeah, I'll get back to you. And like I said, if you ever want to chat to me, I'm so open about anything. Talk to me about anything. Send me a DM on Instagram. And yeah, we'll just like chat, just, you know, chat about, I don't know, what cereal did you eat this morning and how did it make you feel? I'll see you guys on Friday. I actually really want to do my first fitness video this week because I got my period. Oh my gosh, if I work out, do any bit of working out while I'm on my period, it really gives me really bad pain. Some women can go out there and go to the gym and it helps with pain. I'm the complete opposite. So I'm going to wait for this to finish this week, and hopefully next week you guys will see some fitness content. I'm so excited about that. So yeah, like I said, I'll see you guys in my Friday video. I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll see you then. Bye!